which book of Harish Johari to start with is really like personal, I would say, depending on where is your interest, because he has written books on many different subjects, let's say like massage or use of gems, things like that. His cooking book is amazing, like those recipes are so good, and you learn so much also from that book, because half of the book is not recipes, but it's like giving you a lot of information on cooking and foods and spices and so many things. So that is really a must-have if you want to improve like the quality of your food. When it comes to understanding in a more general way, maybe, then I would say that his Leela book and the board game that comes with it is maybe number one, because it's so complete. No? The game itself is so complete. So in that way, the book also talks about everything you need to know in a way. No? And then of course classics like the chakras and tools for Tantra. They are very important books. And then again, depending on your interest, there's a book on numerology. There are very beautiful books by Harish Johari, but also by Peter Weltevrede, which are illustrated books showing beautiful stories like the life of Ganga, the life of Krishna, many parts of Hindu stories are there, and they are made in a way that even children can enjoy it, but definitely also for adults. They have lots of wisdom and lots of good feeling also inside of them. So they are definitely also very interesting. Then there's very special books like the little book on swar yoga, which is very unique, I would say, in its way. Dhanwantari was his very first book. When he came to the US, at some point, I think in 1972, he went to live in the US with his wife and daughters. And there, in a way, without really wanting to, he started to teach, because people would ask him questions, and then he would start to teach. But actually this was not so much his interest. His main interest was to be an artist. So he was really in the US to like promote his art and make more art and do something in that field. So then at some point he decided to write everything people would need to know in Dhanwantari, a small book, which is mostly, I would say, about healthy living, but in a very detailed way, giving you, for example, also many home remedies for common ailments, but also telling you how to get up, how to go to sleep, how to massage your feet, so many of those small things which really make for a more balanced lifestyle, because he got a little bit tired to explain these things. So then he started writing this book, and one of his students at that time later then became the publisher of Inner Traditions, which much later then became the biggest, or one of the biggest publishing houses in the New Age sector. So, but that all started with this little book, Dhanwantari, written by Harish Johari. And it's a little book, but it's got little characters, so there's really a lot there. There's really a lot. Many details, Tratak, you name it. Many things are explained there. It is a good book to start with, yes, but a little bit overwhelming also. Overwhelming in the sense that when you read this book, it feels like you have to change your life completely, and with all that you have to do, you feel there's no more time for anything else. So, but that is not the truth of it, of course. These are all possibilities. And depending on your own choice, you will more do this and less do that. So in that way it should not be a stress. But definitely it has answers to many of your practical questions, I would say, when it comes to life. Also in terms of like what is meditation and when to meditate, and all these things are there. And then actually later on, like each chapter of Dhanwantari was made into a book. Like then, no, there is one chapter on massage, and then that later became the massage book. There's one chapter on gems, and that became the gem book, and so on. So that is where it all started, yeah.